Here's your daily Premier League news and transfer window update. Transfer window headlines as well with me, Harry Scarfe, football content creator and YouTuber. Welcome back to Chris Callan's channel. I want to thank him for this opportunity. Thank you for coming in as well to you guys today. Let's get straight into it. Go through the headlines and I dissect them and give my opinions. In the second half, Sky Sports News report that Newcastle are interested in Brentford forward Johan Wissa. Wissa is valued between 30 to 40 million pounds, and if a deal goes through, it would have implications for Manchester United's pursuit on Brian Mbeumo. Sky Sports News report Liverpool are expected to make a bid for Eintracht Frankfurt striker Hugo Ekitike. Sky Sports News reports that Hugo Ekitike wants to join Liverpool and has agreed in principle to the move if a deal can be done between the two clubs. Manchester City have completed the signing of 18-year-old midfielder Severe Naipan from Ronsburg for £12.5 million. David Alstein reports that Liverpool are advancing in talks to sign Hugo Ekitike for Eintracht Frankfurt. Negotiations for 23-year-old forward progressing on package worth excess of €18 million. The France international wants Liverpool, so no personal issues there. Fabrizio Romano says that Newcastle have now already left talks for Hugo Ekitike. The deal is considered off at this stage. Newcastle are now focusing on different targets, and since their big on Monday got rejected, Liverpool have entered a race when there's now no advanced talks with Newcastle. Liverpool are now advancing quite quickly. Fabrizio Romano reports that since Liverpool submitted an official bid to Eintracht Frankfurt for Hugo Ekitike, Eintracht have already informed Liverpool that they want more money. Proposal has been rejected, but it was initial contract as talks continue. Ekitike said yes to Liverpool, no issues on personal terms. He wants the Liverpool move. Fabrizio Romano says that Roma are now getting closer to signing striker Evan Ferguson from Brighton. The agreement is moving to the final stages, with talks now ongoing to get that final green light from Brighton as soon as possible. Ferguson wants Roma, so deals now advancing fast. Former Manchester United boss and current Bayer Leverkusen manager Erik ten Hag on Antony and the Bayer Leverkusen links. He said he has great quality. I signed him twice. He was like a son to me. He is still a son to me. We're not interested in him at the moment, but we'll see what happens in the future. Arsenal have agreed a deal to sign 17-year-old talented striker Will Wright. Documents are being prepared. Reports for Fabrizio Romano, who says Arsenal won the race despite interest from several other clubs. Fabrizio Romano reports that Kyle Walker-Peters agreed to join West Ham on a 3-year deal, and he says, here we go. After deal off with Beskas, the fullback accepts to join West Ham and formal steps will follow soon. Deal until June 2028. Fabrizio Romano reports that Manchester City have completed formal steps to sign Maxo Pereira from West Ham on a permanent deal. It'll be a €13 million transfer fee and a contract until June 2029. Fabrizio Romano reports that Armand Laurentine to Sunderland. Here we go. Deal agreed with Sassuolo. Also agreed. New winger for Sunderland. Fabrizio Romano reports, and this is a big one, Brian Mbeumo to Manchester United. Here we go. Green light from Brentford. Club-to-club agreement reached for £17 million package 7-0. Contract was agreed weeks ago with Mbeumo, and he only ever wanted United. After Cunha, it's now Mbeumo next for Manchester United. Fabrizio Romano says that Brian Mbeumo's fee will be £65 million plus £6 million add-ons payment. Is going to be paid in 4 instalments. Brentford accept payment structure proposed by Manchester United. Fabrizio Romano reports that Brian Mbeumo's contract at Manchester United will be valid until June 2030, plus option until June 2031. Manchester United wanted a year extension. It's been included in the agreement. Fabrizio Romano says that Manchester United plan to sign new striker in the next weeks as a main target after getting the Brian Mbeumo deal done. Outgoings will be key for the budget as Garnacho, Sancho, Rashford and Antony remain among players set to leave the club. Fabrizio Romano, should I say, Noni Madueke, should I say, on Instagram confirmed that he's going to leave Chelsea and join Arsenal. He said, "Dear Chelsea Football Club, I want to thank you for the last 3 years or so, to every staff member that helped me along this journey. Thank you to my teammates. Thank you for everything. I leave with only love and admiration for you guys. We achieved so much this season, and I honestly wish you guys nothing but the best." To Enzo Maresca, it was a privilege to play under you. Thank you for trying to make me as a player and a person. Lastly, thank you to every single Chelsea fan. Thank you for the love, the praise, and also the criticism. I appreciate it all. I leave here with nothing but fond memories. Matthias Ebertu is new Chelsea player. Thiago Silva's son Isco has signed his first year scholars with Chelsea ahead of the 25-26 campaign. Mikel Arteta has said Noni Madueke is one of the most talented wide forwards in the Premier League. At just 23, Noni brings experience of club and international football. Having seen the quality of Noni's performances up close, we're really excited. Fabrizio Romano reports that Ethan Nwaneri and Arsenal will be together until June 2030. That's how long his contract will be, 5 years as originally planned. Fabrizio Romano says that Manchester City considering move for Burnley's James Trafford to the club this summer, but only if one of their two main goalkeepers in Edison or Ortega leave. Contacts took place in recent days as Man City do have a buyback clause. This is why the Newcastle deal with Trafford has not been secured yet. Fabrizio Romano reports that all documents have been signed between Ethan Nwaneri's camp and Arsenal for the new deal. Progress was made last week, agreement in place earlier this week, and deal now sorted. June 2030 contract, as I said earlier. Fabrizio Romano says that Chelsea and Arsenal are among the clubs interested in Xavi Simons' situation this summer. He's prepared to leave Leipzig, as revealed since May, and Premier League top clubs are informed. No bid or talks yet, and nothing concrete either with Barcelona. It's official. Leeds United confirmed Sean Longstaff's transfer from Newcastle. Fabrizio Romano reports that it's a 4-year contract and a 12 million plus 3 million add-ons deal done by Penny Xavi's Go International. Nottingham Forest have confirmed the goalkeeper Matt Sells has signed a new contract at the club. Thomas Frank today at Tottenham used his first press conference to pay tribute to Diego Jota and Andre Silva at the start of the press conference as his first, I said there, as Tottenham manager. Sky Sports News report that Fulham are in ongoing talks with Arsenal over the signing of forward Reece Nelson. Talks are over a loan, but still Arsenal would want to negotiate a permanent element to any deal as Nelson has entered the final 2 years of his contract. Sky Sports News report that Arsenal are still finalising a deal to sign Sporting striker Victor Gyökeres. The clubs reached an agreement over a fixed fee of £55 million on Sunday, with Arsenal being expected to pay £8.5 million in add-ons, and negotiations of this week have been around conditions of bonus payments. Crystal Palace have now received the full written reasons from UEFA about why they've been demoted from the Europa League. Palace is set to appeal to the court of abbreviation of sport. Sky Sports News, should I say the Times, report that the International Football Association Board may consider increasing the powers of VAR to cover corner kicks and second yellow cards, as well as potentially scrapping rebound penalties. That, as I said there, that is the Times. And Sky in Italy report that Juventus are the latest club to show interest, in Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford. Those are your headlines in the last 48 hours that I've combined. So apologies for the lack of videos on this. So if you combined this one, let's go through them and dissect some of them. Firstly, around Wissa, really interesting to see whether he goes to Newcastle, whether he goes to Nottingham Forest. It's going to be between 30 to 40 million pounds because that's what he's valued at. That's very interesting. But Sky Sports News said here that it would affect it if United's pursuit of Mbeumo continues, and United looks like they've got a done deal for Mbeumo. Shugo to TK is definitely one to watch. It looked like Newcastle. Now it looks like he's going to go to Liverpool. And also, I'd watch, not much here about Alexander Isak, but I would also watch his future. That's an interesting one. Evan Ferguson feels like it's been long overdue for a move away from Brighton and a move outside the Premier League. Apparently, Roma are getting closer. Weird about Ten Hag. He doesn't want him at the moment, but liked him. Feels like a weird signing still if you look back at it. Manchester United. Kyle Walker-Peters, smart move from West Ham because obviously it's on a free. I think it's a good signing. They sort their fullback issues, can cover both sides, comfortable on the ball. From a Spurs point of view, I'm happy that means we don't sign him. However, we really needed him to meet that 4 homegrown players quota for the Champions League. But hey-ho, Sunderland getting deals done. Amadad Laurentine, the next one, 20 million euros. Sunderland are paying it all in once as well. No instalments, no add-ons. Interesting. Big headline about Brian Mbeumo. United finally got it done. It's taken an awfully long while. I think Brentford, in the end, have accepted. I think £70 million for him is really good. And was it 6 million in add-ons? They'll probably be achievable as well. I think that's, again, good for both clubs. United had to get it done. He's definitely worth that. As for Brentford, I think to get that as well, they should be well happy. 6 million in add-ons paid in 4 different instalments. Fair play. I think that's a good deal. It took a while. I thought Brentford being stubborn. Can understand why Man United weren't paying it. It's a really sticky situation. I'm interested, should I say, in the report about Man United planning to sign a new striker. I don't think Højlund is good enough. Whether he will be or not in the future, I don't know, but he's struggling at the moment. But again, for United, really shocking. Looks like for cash in hand and really relying on outgoings. I mean, Garnacho, Sancho, Rashford, Anthony, it's all about the wages to me rather than the fee they get for them. And Weke's finally left Chelsea. He's joined Arsenal. I don't agree with Arteta. He's one of the best Premier League wide players. I think he's a bit hot and cold, but I do think he's a good signing. And we'll absolutely say that. I can admit that as a Tottenham fan. James Trafford, one to watch. Does he leave Burnley? Surely you have a go with Burnley in the Premier League, wouldn't you, before making a move? Having said that, if Man City or Newcastle come knocking, that is a very big move. Ethan Wanyeri, that saga's still going on, but looks like his contract's sorted. Everything but announcement. Xavi Simons, my club Tottenham were reportedly in for him, but the latest from Fabrizio Romano says it's just Chelsea and Arsenal monitoring his situation. A deal that's dragged out for a long while. Sean Longstaff has finally joined Leeds. I think that's a good bit of business from Leeds United. I think Newcastle have done well, to be fair, to get £12 million paid now and £3 million in add-ons. So it should be a £15 million total deal, considering he had 12 months left on his contract. And it isn't doesn't play the most. But for Leeds, it's a sensible signing in terms of its Premier League experience. Nottingham Forest, very clever to commit Matt Sells to the club. Got a lot of issues with the future of their players. Obviously had Alanga leave as well. Classy from Thomas Frank using his first words about Diego Jota and Andre Silva, paying tribute to them and condolences with the family. Still going on the Victor Gyokeres situation with Arsenal. I think that will be done this week. I can see him getting it done. Palace as well. They're going to appeal. You'd hope the common sense maybe prevails in the case of Palace, because the guy that owns Palace and Lyon, it's clear that both clubs, in particular Palace, don't benefit from that. So it's a really weird rule, but I suppose rules are rules. Interesting about the time. So there's going to be a radical change to penalties. Scrapping of rebound penalties. I don't know what that would look like. I'm not sure about what I feel about the powers of VAR. I don't agree. To cover corner kicks, I don't think I like that. Second yellow cards, yeah, I don't think that's the end of the world. It just slows the game down. I'm not for that. Juventus interested in Marcus Rashford. I think there'll be a few clubs interested in Marcus Rashford, but whether it's goes ahead or not, time will tell. But those are your headlines, and those are my opinions with me, football content creator and YouTuber Harry Scarfe. Thanks, Chris Cullen, for this opportunity. If you can follow me at Harry Scarfe22 across all socials, thank you very much. Also have my own YouTube channel, Harry Scarfe, which includes my own podcast, the Scarfe's Personal Podcast. But I'm a proud regular here at Chris Cullen's channel, creating videos and on the podcast. So please do like and subscribe, check him out, and I want to thank you for watching today.